What's up, what's up, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, J Nell. J Nell. Just in case you never caught that. Alright, really gonna try to get this video in under 10 minutes. This is like the fourth time I'm doing it. Okay, over the weekend we had lots of action, lots of fighting, lots of sports. Pacquiao versus Margarita. Margarita got his ass whooped. I'm sure you've already heard and seen the pictures. Whole right side of the face busted up. They're saying he might have actually broken the orbital bone and with some fractures. Do you know how hard it is to break this bone? It's like the sternum. It's a hard bone to break. So that's a lot of power. Pacquiao overcame the 4-inch reach advantage Margarita had, the height advantage, the at least 13-pound weight advantage he had. What can you say? 12 rounds, all Pacquiao. There was one point where Pacquiao was telling the ref, dude, you should stop the fight. You should stop the fight. Margarita at one point had to ask his corner what round it was. I mean, he didn't knock him out. So for pride's sake, go Margarita. And Margarita got his licks in. Pacquiao looks like he got into a fight. He's got a busted lip. He's got goose egg under the eye. He looks like he got into a fight. But Margarita, they're saying his career might have been ended. And that's horrible. Because I hate for people to go out on injuries. So I hope not. But Margarita got his ass hooked. He looks like he got jumped. Alright, moving on. We also had UFC 122. It was Yoshino Kami versus Nate Marquette. The whole event was kind of lackluster, kind of low energy for me. I don't know if I was tired, if just the event was tired. A couple of fights were pretty good. Krzysztof Sosinski and Goran Relyak. It was pretty good. Krzysztof won. I'm kind of starting to look out for him now because his last fight with Stephan Bonner was amazing. And this one was pretty good too. He likes to bang. He likes blood. He likes action. And I like fighters like that. So I'm kind of looking for Krzysztof now. And he won. He won a decision. He didn't finish the guy, but the guy was on the defensive the whole fight, basically. So he was surviving. He survived, but he was surviving, So he won. A lot of the Ultimate Fighter guys are making it into the UFC, into the events. Chris McRae fought. He lost. Amir Sadala and Peter Sabata. Now that was a good fight too. It was mostly grappling, but it had some stand-up as well. And it was back and forth, back and forth. Amir Sadala won. And I agree. I think he won too. He actually won one of the Ultimate Fighter seasons. And it was a good fight. I liked it. Yeah, that's about it for that. Vladimir Matyushenko knocked a guy out in the first round. That was pretty sweet. Yoshino Kami, Nate Marquette. Okay, real quick. It was kind of lame. Yoshin won because he controlled the fight. He controlled the fighter with the takedowns and whatnot and the attempted takedowns. And when he got him down, he held him down, was in the dominant position. He didn't really do any damage. It was kind of low energy. But like I said, he controlled the fight. He won. He won. But to me, that's boring. I don't like it when fighters just control the fight. I don't know. When Yoshin first got when I first started watching him, because I believe he was in Pride first, he was so exciting and aggressive and just full of sparks. He was finishing people. Finish him. He was finishing opponents. And now it just seems like he's doing enough. I don't know. Either way, it was lame. So this next UFC event, however, should be a lot better. Should be a lot more exciting. It is Rampage versus Machida. But first, just a couple of fights I'm looking at. Karo Parisian and Dennis Hallman. I've been watching Parisian for a long time. When he first got into the UFC, he looked like he was definitely going to be a contender for the belt. He was just aggressive and sharp. Then he left for a while, tried to do movies, go Hollywood, didn't work out, came back, lost a couple fights in a row. Everybody was calling him a bum. Took more time off. He's got a cousin who fights as well, who was on the Ultimate Fighter actually. Came back and he's won his last couple fights. So I'm just excited to see where he's going to be at. He's up and down. He's good. He's not good. I don't know. Fighting Dennis Hallman, who is very experienced. He has 64 wins, 13 losses, and 2 ties. 2 draws. So that's a lot of experience. And real quick, I'll tell you what they say he's good at, because I don't remember him if I've seen him. Submissions, wrestling. Oh, he looks like a wrestler too. Anyway, good wrestling, good submissions. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how Carl does. My boy Gerald Gerald Harris is fighting. His last fight was good. He won pretty exciting. He's good with the hands, good wrestler. The guy he's fighting doesn't have a photo, nor do they have any details on what he does. So I don't know what art he's good at. I don't know what his strengths are or anything. So I can't make a judgment on that guy. So I'm going to say my boy Gerald Harris is going to win that. Go Gerald. Also, my boy Joe Lozon is fighting, who is actually not, I guess, who you would think of when you would think of exciting, like I always say, because he's kind of the working man's fighter. He breaks you down, wears you down, and eventually submits you. That's how Joe works. But I like him. He's quiet, doesn't talk a lot of smack, and gets the job done, you know? I like fighters like that. So there you go. On to the first mini main event, co-main event, whatever you'd like to call it. And BJ Penn, Matt Hughes. Okay, if you're like me, you've seen plenty of fights with both of these fighters, right? So BJ Penn, his last couple of fights have disappointed me. I think he's one of the most talented, one of the most naturally gifted fighters ever. However, his mental sometimes is messed up. Sometimes he seems like he'd just rather be somewhere else. Sometimes his conditioning is lacking. Like in the last fight, he gassed, even though he fought Edgar before, so it's like you knew what you were getting into. He really disappointed me in this last fight. I thought he would perform better. BJ Penn. On the other hand, Matt Hughes, who I've never really cared for as a fighter, he's just never been my guy, plus he fights my guys. I like BJ Penn, he's fought GSP 3 times, he tends to fight guys I like. So I've never really cared for him. However, he is looking like a new Matt Hughes. He's looking like 10 years ago. He's stronger, faster, so sharp, so quick, clean. His last victory, he improvised a submission, pure muscled it out. The guy went to take him down, he sprawled to stop it, he had him in this kind of little headlock situation and submitted him. It was crazy. Alright, so Matt Hughes is looking great. He's looking great. So for one of the few times, or maybe even the first time, I'm actually going to go against my boy. I'm going to pick Matt Hughes, because if what's his name wins, if BJ Penn wins, so be it. I hope he gets back on track, but the way things are going, odds are I think Matt Hughes is going to win. That's what I'm calling. Matt Hughes. The main event, Quentin Rampage Jackson, Lyoto Machida. Both of them are coming off of very disappointing losses for two different reasons. Machida just got his ass whooped. Okay, Marco probably should have won the first fight, but the second fight, I think he was like, you know what, y'all gonna make sure y'all give me this belt. Because he whooped Machida's ass. Smooth whoops ass. So, Machida's got to be disappointed in himself. He got his ass whooped. And then Rampage, after him and Rashad for a year was talking cash money smack. For a year, breaking down doors, drama on the TV show, movies and all kinds of mess. Both of them get into the ring and deliver one of the most lackluster, disappointing fights I've ever seen. It was horrible. It was so low energy. I don't know if it was just full of caution. I don't know if the anticipation was just so strong when they got into the ring. They couldn't get hard. I don't know what it was. But it was disappointing. They even got boos at one point. I was very disappointed. So in the interest of entertainment, I'm actually going to go for Rampage. I would like to see him get back to the old Rampage, slamming people, knocking people out, just vicious. And Machida's very precise. He hits hard. So I really wanted an exciting match. I want an exciting event. But I'm going to go for Rampage. So I'm going for Rampage, and I'm going for Matt Hughes. And for all of you guys, my challenge is still out there, just in case you didn't catch it, which is I'm issuing a challenge to all takers, everyone out there. And the challenge is to see who can attain the better quality of life the quickest. And by that, I don't mean money. I mean whatever that is for you, just to be happier. Right now, I'm at a job I don't like and a place I need to move. And all I hear is, well, girl, you should be appreciative. Girl, you should be happy. You got a job right now. Girl, you should just be happy. Fuck that. I'm away from my family. I moved to California away from my family to be an entertainer. And fuck the waiting. Just because times are hard doesn't mean you can't move forward. My roommate just got another job after looking for months, and it's a job that she loves. She loves animals, and she's working with animals. The lady at my job has been looking for months. This is her last week. She found something she loves, something that she doesn't have to give a pep talk to herself in the morning to wake up to go to that motherfucker, okay? So all I'm saying is, don't let the hard times make you stand still. Stop waiting, playing it safe. We'll wait and see what happens next year, the next month. I've been waiting for months. I should have been out of this place at the beginning of the summer. It's not worth it. Stop waiting. So that's my challenge to you. Let's see who can attain the better quality of life first. Let's get it going. Get your hustle on. Ladies, make your own money. Sign your own checks. Make your own money. Sign your own checks.